Okay, I'll call the June 23rd, 2025 public hearing to order. We have 4 items on the public hearing. The first one being an ordinance to establish a no-truck route on West Pleasant Ridge Road at the intersection of South Pleasant Ridge Road towards North I-12 Service Road in District 8. Anyone here to speak on that? Being no one here, I'll move to the next one. An ordinance amending and enacting Chapter 36, Planning and Development, Standards for Development of Property, Section 36112 and 36118, to include language for small box retail stores. Anyone here to speak on that? If not, item 3, an ordinance to adopt the millage rates for the tax year of 2025. Anyone here to speak on that item? We'll move to the next item, an ordinance to declare surplus and dispose of file system power file 2000, asset number 21745. Anyone here to speak on that? If not, we'll close the public hearing, call the council meeting to order. If you have a cell phone, I'd ask you to please mute it or turn it off. The invocation will be done by Councilman Sinagra and the Pledge of Allegiance by Councilman Ridgeville.
Heavenly Father, Lord, thank you for bringing us all here safe this evening, Lord. I just ask for knowledge and wisdom for this council as we do business for the parish, Lord, and that we just make the right decisions, Lord. I just want to pray for all of our first responders, Lord, that go out and take care of us each and every day, Lord, and just make sure we're safe and protect us, Lord. I just ask you to pray for our military, local and abroad, Lord, that you just keep them safe and their families, Lord. And I would like to also pray for all our parish workers, Lord, that administration makes the right decisions to keep the parish going, and everyone out working, Lord, in this heat right now, and just keep them safe and just make sure they are well and home, Lord. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen.
Amen. Veterans and active military render proper salute.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, let's see here. Jill, would you call roll, please?
Mr. Sinagra.
Here.
Mr. Graffia.
Here.
Mr. Joseph.
Present.
Mr. Havis.
Here.
Mr. Richtel.
Here.
Mr. Mayu. Mr. Wells.
Here.
Mr. Vial.
Here.
Ms. Hyde. Here. Ms. Ciotat.
Here.
All righty. Adoption of the minutes, is there a motion?
Second.
Mr. Joseph and Mr. Wells, would you call roll, please?
Mr. Vial.
Yes.
Ms. Hyde.
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat.
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra.
Yeah.
Mr. Graffia.
Yes.
Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Mr. Havis.
Yes.
Mr. Richtel. Mr. Wells.
Yes.
Motion passes 9-0. Public input, anyone wishing to address agenda items which were not on the public hearing? There being none, we'll move on to the parish president's report. Mr. Miller.
Good evening. We have several items on the agenda, all of them dealing with properties that need to be cleaned up. So the first one is approval to hire a contractor to cut grass and remove debris at 57161 Haino Road, Independence, assessment number 481807, District 3, and lien the property, the cost of the contract plus administrative fees.
Mr. Joseph, that's your
So
district.
moved.
All right, first by Mr. Joseph, there a second?
Second.
Second was in Graffia, would you call roll, please?
Ms. Hyde.
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat.
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra.
Yeah.
Mr. Graffia.
Yes.
Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Mr. Havis.
Yes.
Mr. Richtel.
Yeah.
Mr. Wells.
Yes.
Mr. Vial.
Yes. Passes 9-0.
Thank you.
Second item?
Second item, approval to hire a contractor to cut grass at 42428 Yoakum Road, Ponchatoula, assessment number 5696003. This is in District 8, and then to lien the property, cost of the contract plus administrative fees.
Also move.
All right, first by Ms. Hyde, is there a second?
Second.
Second was in Graffia, would you call roll, please?
Ms. Ciotat.
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra.
Yes.
Mr. Graffia.
Yes.
Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Mr. Havis.
Yes.
Mr. Richtel.
Yeah.
Mr. Wells.
Yes.
Mr. Vial.
Yes.
Ms. Hyde.
Yes.
Passes 9-0.
Number 3, approval to hire a contractor to cut grass, remove trash at 48102 Whiskey Lane, Tickfaw. Assessment number 3981118 in District 5, and then lien the property, the cost of the contract plus administrative fees.
Mr. Ridgel, that was your district?
I so move.
I'll second it.
First by Mr. Ridgel, second by Mr. Wells.
Mr. Sinagra.
Yes.
Mr. Ingraffia.
Yes.
Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Mr. Havis.
Yes.
Mr. Richtel.
Yes.
Mr. Wells.
Yes.
Mr. Vial.
Yes.
Ms. Hyde.
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat.
Yes.
Passes 9-0.
Thank you. We're going to switch gears a little bit. We're going to accept recommendation of condemnation for 25017 Corbin Lane, A Meat, assessment number 6118623 in District 1.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
First by Mr. Sinagra, second by Mr. Joseph. Would you call roll, please?
Mr. Ingraffia.
Yes.
Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Mr. Havis.
Yes.
Mr. Richtel.
Yes.
Mr. Wells.
Yes.
Mr. Vial.
Yes.
Ms. Hyde.
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat.
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra.
Yes.
Passes 9-0.
The next one is accept recommendation of condemnation report for 48190 Whiskey Lane, Tickfaw, assessment number 1116800. This is in District 5.
So move.
Mr. Ridgel is the first. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Wells.
Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Mr. Havis.
Yes.
Mr. Richtel.
Yes.
Mr. Wells.
Yes.
Mr. Vial.
Yes.
Ms. Hyde. Ms. Ciotat.
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra.
Yes.
Mr. Ingraffia.
Passes 9-0.
I like it.
Item 6, accept recommendation of condemnation report for 42318 South Airport Road, assessment number 2101009. Is this the one that's the wrong district? This says District 8, is this correct?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
correct.
District 8.
I so move.
Okay, Ms. Hyde, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Ciotat. Call roll, please.
Mr. Havis.
Yes.
Mr. Richtel. Mr. Wells.
Yes.
Mr. Vial.
Yes.
Ms. Hyde.
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat.
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra.
Yes.
Mr. Ingraffia. Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Passes 9-0. I think number 7 we're taking off,
Number
correct?
7, I'm happy to say that the property owner cleaned it up over the weekend, so we do not have to deal with it.
All righty. We want to move on to number 8.
Accept recommendation of condemnation report for 44087 Stein Road, Hammond, 1871803 is the assessment number, District
6.
6. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right, it's a motion by Mr. Wells. Is there a second?
Yes.
Second by Ciotat. Call roll, please.
Mr. Richtel.
Yes.
Mr. Mayu. Mr. Wells.
Yes.
Mr. Vial.
Yes.
Ms. Hyde.
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat.
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra.
Yes.
Mr. Ingraffia.
Yes.
Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Mr. Havis.
Yes.
Passes 9-0. Anything else, Mr. Miller?
If you don't mind, I'd like to give a little update Mr. McDowell gave to me. And first of all, I don't know who the property owner is for that number 7, but thank them very much for going to take care of it. On that note, we're currently working 37 demos for 2025 so far. We're working those. This is part of them. But since 2022, when we started aggressively doing this program, we've had 142 owners clean up their own property, 14 that we've actually done, so it's 156, and then you add the IDA private property debris cleanup that we got grants from DRC, they did 22 more. So since 2022, we have cleaned up 178 properties, with the huge majority being the property owner taking care of it when we notified them. Y'all know that it's a very long process, drawn out, a lot of detail. We do our best to work with the property owners to let them do it, encourage them to do it, but sometimes that process isn't always fast enough for the neighbors, but eventually we get it done. So I just want to thank the folks who do take care of it and our crew that works on it to get it taken care of. Any questions?
The word gets out, and I remember when we first started this, the first few, I think we had to do them the hard way, and then all of a sudden everybody said, yeah, okay, they're serious about this. So they've really done great.
And we thank you guys for helping us budget the dollars to do that.
That was my question. Like this right here, and I'm not gonna hold you to a solid number, but if you had to ballpark this
It's
cost
close to $15,000 per tear down and clean up, each.
per each one that we just.
Yes, sir.
So that's, yeah.
Yeah, we're looking at $60,000,
$80,000.
$70,000 right there.
Yeah. And then all the ones, even the ones that the property owners clean up, there's still a cost associated with that because.
Well, our
reaching out to
personnel
them.
and
Yeah.
filings and things like that we have to do, but definitely, our guys, our folks, our staff is working on it, but their time is tied up doing that instead of other things. And there's sometimes there's some filings at the clerk that we have to do to keep it moving, and postage and so forth, because everything has to be registered in mail. Sometimes we have to find the ownership and who's the controlling owner.
Right.
Yeah, it can get a little
Oh, yeah,
messy.
it's a lot that goes in, a lot of time and effort, and
Right.
everything comes with a cost, and y'all do a great job with it, really.
Thank you.
And I just like to say it's money well spent. It makes a big difference in our community and our parish.
Thank y'all. Anything else? Thank y'all very much.
I have one, David. Hold up, Robbie.
We got one
Go
here.
back to the-
You're not getting away that easy.
That's kind of scary. Tell me to come back. Hold on, Robbie. That's kind of
Yeah,
scary.
get him, Mr. Joseph.
That sound like that
special.
military. Sound like that.
Little basic for us,
Get him,
Like that
get
Master
him.
Sarge coming out.
That military.
That Master Sergeant just came. Yes, sir.
There's a special young man in our midst tonight, everybody. And if you all agree, on the count of 3, I want this council to wish him a happy birthday. 1, 2, 3. Happy
very much. Appreciate it.
Robbie Miller.
You got a birthday boy. Y'all did notice that when Mr. Joseph said that, it was like, I thought Robbie was in the military because he did an about face. All righty.
Oh, boy.
We get into regular business. We have the 2024 audit report presentation, James Lambert Riggs and Associates.
All right, good evening, everybody. I'm Paul Riggs, the Audit Director at James Lambert Riggs and Associates, and I'm here tonight to go over the results of the 2024 audit. I want to introduce Mr. Dennis James and Ms. Megan Lynch, two of my partners at the office. We want to start by thanking the council for allowing us to be your auditors. We really appreciate it. Want to thank the parish president and his staff, especially the accounting and grant personnel, for their assistance during the audit. It was a very, very good audit. The process of performing the audit went very smooth. We've been working on this for about 6 months. A lot of work involved, but we had a great working relationship with all members of the parish president's staff. Everything we asked for was given to us in a timely manner. We worked great with them, no arguments or disagreements with anything. So the process of doing the audit went very, very smoothly, and we do want to thank them for that. Earlier today, I emailed the clerk a PDF copy of the completed audit report. I think all of you should have that. If any of you would like a bound copy of the report, please let us know, and we'll be glad to get you one. This past Friday, Dennis James and I met with President Miller and the finance director for about an hour. We went over the financial statements in detail. A little while ago, we met with the finance committee and talked with them for about 20 minutes or so on it. I'm just going to give a very, very brief sample of some of the results. Basically, we are giving a clean opinion on your financial statements. If we were to basically be giving you a grade like you would get in school, this would be an A grade. So that's the same thing we've given for many, many years. We really, that's the highest grade that we can give as auditors. And so your financial statements are in very, very good shape. So we do appreciate that. We also looked at your internal control processes. These are the daily procedures for writing checks, making deposits, and so forth. We have no findings, no comments, no conditions on that to report. We have to look at your compliance with state laws, such as budgeting laws, public bid law, open meetings laws, and so forth. We do have one finding on your budget. The Industrial Development Fund, we took in some money right after year end that was for the calendar year 2024, and then we had to disperse some of that money. And unfortunately, some of this money that came in did not get reflected in your year-end budget last year. So we had a budget violation where we overspent our budget. In the grand scheme of things, this is not a big deal. We have had this finding for a number of years. I think last year we had about 3 or 4 funds that we had this issue on. The year before that, about 5 or 6. This year it was just 1. And it was, again, because we had some money from the pilot program that came in after year end. We were not expecting it and we're not able to put it in the budget. But in the grand scheme of things, we do not consider this to be a very big deal, but it is something that we have to report.
It's the 5% rule, right?
Yes, sir,
Yeah,
that's correct.
okay.
We also had to look at your federal grant programs. Last year, we spent about $40 million in federal grant money. Pleased to say that we did not have any issues with anything that we looked at. We looked at the spending of the ARPA money that we had, and we also looked at 3 separate grants which went to fund the Rock Jetty project in Manchac. We had no conditions, no issues or anything on that, so the controls that were in place and compliance with federal guidelines, everything was good on that. So really a great audit all the way around. You also should have gotten a what's called the statewide agreed upon procedures report. These are some supplemental procedures that are mandated by the legislative auditor that we do during the audit process. These are the same procedures that every single agency in the state has to have, whether it's City of New Orleans, Jefferson Parish, Tangipahoa Parish, or the smallest recreation district in the state. Last year, 2023, we had to do these procedures in about 14 or 15 areas, such as travel reimbursements, credit cards, payroll. During 2023, we had 2 areas, collections and disbursements, where we had some minor exceptions. The legislative auditor said for 2024, we only had to test items in those 2 areas. And we're pleased to say that we did not have any issues on those tests that we performed this year. Next year, 2025, we have to go back and test everything, all 14 of these areas again, but just for 2024, what we looked at was good. So I know I kind of ran through that, but again, I did meet with the president and the finance director for about an hour, met with the finance committee. This was a very, very good audit. You have a very good staff here. The parish president should be commended for the really just a great staff that he has, the accounting department, the grants department. They do a fantastic job. They work with us very well. It's a very challenging audit. It's a very big audit, but we really do enjoy working with everybody here, and it makes the process a lot easier when the people are very professional and are easy to work with. So just a very good audit. We do have a June 30th deadline to submit this to the legislative auditor, and we will be sending it electronically probably in the next 1 or 2 days. So,
David,
Yes, sir.
the finance committee met at 4:30 today with the group, and I venture to say that we took an in-depth look at all of the proceedings, and without a doubt, we're thoroughly satisfied with the results of it. But I want to commend Robbie and his staff, Missy especially. Where are you? She in here?
She works so hard on it.
She's hiding back there somewhere. There she is.
We want to thank you, Missy, for doing an outstanding job. Thank you also. So I'd like to make a motion to accept without any reservations.
Do we need to get Missy on TV before you do that?
Paul, you don't want to give us that plus this year?
we don't look at every single penny that goes through the parish, so we can't say for certain that every penny is correct. But what we look at, this is the best that you can get. So
Good job.
But yes, but we really appreciate it. So thank you for
You're welcome.
I think I heard a motion to accept.
Yes.
Is there a second?
Second, Mr. Chairman.
Second by Mr. Wells. Call roll, please.
Mr. Wells?
Yes.
Mr. Vial?
Yes.
Ms. Hyde?
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat?
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra?
Yes.
Mr. Graffia?
Yes.
Mr. Joseph?
Yes.
Mr. Havis?
Yes.
Mr. Ridgell?
All right, passes 9-0. Item number 10 is a presentation of the 2045 implementation update plan, which is our comp plan, and this is really, I guess, the devil in the details, working all the code stuff, and we've been working with Desire Line now for how long? Help me. Year, two?
Oh, goodness, a couple years,
Couple years,
really.
at least two.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and we're really making a lot of progress. I know they've been meeting individually with councilmen. They're meeting with the DRC every month. They've also met with, I think, a group of councilmen before the last council meeting. I think they met with some of them today, too, I think.
Some of them today,
And
yep.
so we're walking through that process. So they're here to present that tonight. If you would, for the record, please give us your name, address, and introduce us to whoever you have with you, which seem back there.
Absolutely. Y'all can hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay, just
You can pull that
making
mic closer if you want. That's up to
Oh,
you.
perfect. Okay, thank you so much. I'm just making sure our little, oh, that's
Did you
not,
turn it on?
Nope, thank you. That would be it. Thank you so much. I'm Evelyn Campo with Desire Line. Our office is 3813 Division Street in Metairie, and I have Eric London with me in the back here, also with Desire Line. And yeah, we've had the pleasure of working with the parish since we worked on the comprehensive plan together. I think that started in 22, if I'm remembering right, but it's been a while back. I'm going to recap a couple things for y'all and give you a little preview of what's to come with this effort. So right now, we're working on implementing the comprehensive plan. So all the communities in the unincorporated parish have come together already and adopted a comprehensive plan. And then now we are in the position where we can start carrying out some of those goals and visions that we've heard people prioritize. So I'm going to tell you what that might entail. We are looking at implementation processes. And so the plan is your vision for what you want the parish to be. And then now we're looking at kind of where the rubber meets the road. We're looking at development codes, subdivision standards, things that are in the code of ordinances, including land use development controls and potentially map amendments, including a potential zoning map. So this just recaps some of what was in the comprehensive plan. You can see our kind of vision statement there. We want to have a vibrant and secure environment. We want to enjoy historic connections to the land, and also have robust infrastructure, balanced approach to growth and development, thriving economy, and a great education system. So the community has already said that these are the things that we're prioritizing. These are the things we care about. The next step is to have maps and rules in the Code of Ordinance that make these possible, right, that enable some of these things. And so what we're talking about is protecting existing land uses, creating predictability in processes, and making like a user-friendly code, something that you don't have to be an expert to look at and understand what the rules are. So you can see here that we've done a couple of the steps so far. We've done an audit of the code relevant to like development, right? Like land development. So the code addresses a whole bunch of topics. We're not looking at everything in the Code of Ordinances. We're just looking at things related to developing private land and infrastructure. And so in phase one, we've taken a look at the subdivision regulations, which were already very strong. But we want to make sure that, again, that code is user-friendly and procedurally clear. And then phase two is where we are right now. We're looking at potential zoning districts, and we're going to have some community engagement so that everyone in the parish who's potentially affected by this has the opportunity to come talk to you guys and make sure that you know their position. So we're going to talk about what that community engagement has looked like and what it will look like. We had a meeting in December where we had over 50 attendees. Thank you guys for those of you who came out and joined us. We talked a lot in that meeting about protecting residential areas from nuisance uses. So not everything under the sun is something that you want next door to you, right? And so we talked a lot about where the houses are and where potential like commercial uses or things like even warehousing and industrial uses would be. We had another meeting in February. We talked about green space preservation and how we can have zoning protect our kind of agricultural and rural community character. And so we heard loud and clear from the northern part of the parish that it was lovely. We had such a great group, really packed house, more than what we expected. And everyone really said, okay, we're seeing that there's a tool that we can use to make sure that our rural areas aren't suddenly overrun with too many houses packed into a small area that our infrastructure can't keep up with. There's a lot of justifiable concern about that. So here's what we found. Zoning is a tool. You don't have to do zoning the same way that everywhere else has done zoning. Lots of communities have adopted zoning, and have then questioned, like, what exactly do we lock ourselves into? But for our community here, zoning is something that actually can help us keep what we have. It's not something that means that you're gonna have to, be swamped with a ton of new rules. It's not something that necessarily threatens your, land value. It's really something to just say, this is what's here and now. We like these aspects of our community. We like our agricultural areas. We like our rural character, and let's make sure that it maintains the same way. So we're on to phase 2, which is the land development code. You can see here, so this is a lot of what our council members have been spending a lot of time on, and we really do appreciate that. We've been talking to all of you about your respective districts, what kind of development is there right now, how we can put in place rules that allow people to do a lot of things, but still lock in what's on the ground now so that the uses on the ground don't feel threatened by like looming development pressure, right? Because that is the case that a lot of other parishes have dealt with. And I should say, these maps are underway, but this is what we're working with you guys on. And so when we talk about the further community outreach that we're gonna do, that is the opportunity to see, have these first maps that we've produced, have these come close to getting it right? Or are we on the wrong track and we need to rethink some things? So this is by no means like a closed book. This is gonna be a process that goes well into the next year. We've also done some work on just clarifying and making the code kind of more user-friendly for the subdivision processes. This is what some people have done, if you've like sold off part of your land, combined it with another lot, you may have come into contact with these processes. So here's the big important part that I want to tell you. On July 16th, we have an upcoming community meeting. We're also going to launch an online map, and so these are opportunities for not just the council people, but everybody to get involved. You can look up your property, you can look up your home or business, you can look up what might be proposed for that area, and if you like it, you can tell your council person. If you don't like it, you can also tell your council person. So we are here for the next few months to have a lot of those kind of discussions. And no question is a bad question. So that's why we're saying we've been working very closely. We will answer any question you have about all of these processes. It's not going to be final until everyone has a chance to say their piece and we talk through it together. So with that, any questions that you guys might have for me?
Anyone?
The time, I don't think we have it up there. And I don't have it in front of me. Let me see if I can look that up and I'll share with you guys. You might, I know Jill might have her calendar.
We're looking right now, yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, it's been a very informative process, and I think those guys that are sat with the group today, some of them did. I don't think everybody has individually, but everybody's also been to either the DRC meetings or the other meetings.
4:30 to 6:30.
I think it's in the evening.
The community meeting, July 16th, 4:30 to 6:30. Was that the question, Lewis? Yes.
Thank you so much.
And where's that at?
Arena.
Event center.
At the event center, yeah. And, it's a work in progress. These guys are real good. I think initially we picked this group because I felt like, I was on the committee that picked them, felt like they were kind of worked in other areas that were like us, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of fit the niche for us. So far, I think things are going well. I hope everybody is really taking time to visit with them because the map's going to be the key. That's your starting
Exactly.
point, So anyway, any more questions from anyone?
Yeah, so we need to invite as many people as we can from our districts to this meeting?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Please do share with friends and neighbors. That's why we have the QR code there. I should have mentioned. You can scan that with your phone. We also have the project website. And so if you have friends and neighbors who, may not be able to make the meeting, they can still post comments on the map. They can still make their voice heard. And y'all can even email us, any way that you want to communicate, we'll take it. We're into it. So thank you.
All right. Anyone else?
And thanks so much again for y'all's attention to detail.
Thank you.
The council people have been amazing at looking lot by lot, so thank you guys.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank y'all for being here. Nice seeing you again.
Thank you.
All righty, we'll get into the adoption of ordinances. Item 11, ordinance 2516, an ordinance establishing a truck route on West Pleasant Ridge Road. That's in my district. If somebody would make that motion, please.
So moved.
By Mr. Joseph, is there a second?
Second.
Second was Sinagra. Would you call roll, please?
Mr. Vial?
Yes.
Ms. Hyde?
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat?
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra?
Yes.
Mr. Ingraffia?
Yes.
Mr. Joseph?
Yes.
Mr. Havis?
Yes.
Mr. Ridgel? Mr. Wells?
Yes.
Okay, passes 9-0. Item 12, ordinance 2517, an ordinance amending and enacting Chapter 36, Planning and Development, Article 5, Standards for Development of Property. This is language for small box retail stores.
I would like to make that motion.
I figured you would.
I
And
will
who?
second.
Is there a second? Was by Ms. Hyde. Would you call roll, please?
Ms. Hyde?
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat?
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra?
Yes.
Mr. Ingraffia?
Yes.
Mr. Joseph?
Yes.
Mr. Havis? Mr. Ridgel?
Yeah.
Mr. Wells?
Yes.
Mr. Vial?
Yes, pass 9-0. Item 13, adoption of ordinance 2518, an ordinance to adopt the millage rates for the tax year 2025. It's something we do every year. Is there a motion? Mr. Ridgel, is there a second?
Second.
Second was Mr. Havis. Call roll, please.
Ms. Ciotat?
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra?
Yes.
Mr. Ingraffia?
Yes.
Mr. Joseph?
Yes.
Mr. Havis?
Yes.
Mr. Ridgel? Mr. Wells?
Yes.
Mr. Vial?
Yes.
Ms. Hyde?
Yes.
Passes 9-0. Item 14, ordinance 2519, ordinance to declare surplus and dispose of a file system, Power File 2000. Is there a motion?
What's a power file?
That's actually, it's a file system at the assessor's office, and I don't think they use it. Obviously, they don't use it anymore. But it's
Oh.
actually at the assessor's office.
Oh, okay.
Is there a motion to adopt?
Yes.
Mr. Joseph, is there a second?
Second.
Second, Ms. Ciotat, would you call roll, please?
Mr. Sinagra?
Yes.
Mr. Ingraffia?
Yes.
Mr. Joseph?
Yes.
Mr. Havis?
Yes.
Mr. Ridgel? Mr. Wells?
Yes.
Mr. Vial?
Yes.
Ms. Hyde?
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat?
Yes.
Pass 9-0. Now we get into adoption of resolutions, and most of these are going to have to do with the condemnation recommendations. Item 15, adoption of resolution 2517, a resolution of the Tangipahoa Parish Council President Government to approve to move forward with condemnation proceedings on a structure located 25017 Carbon Lane, Amite. Mr. Sinagra, that was your district?
Yes. I'll make the motion.
Sinagra was the first. Is there a second?
Second.
Second was Ingraffia. Would you call roll, please?
Mr. Ingraffia?
Yes.
Mr. Joseph?
Yes.
Mr. Havis?
Yes.
Mr. Ridgel? Mr. Wells?
Yes.
Mr. Vial?
Yes.
Ms. Hyde?
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat?
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra?
Yes.
Passes 9-0. Item 16, resolution of the Tangipahoa Parish Council of Government to approve to move forward with condemnation proceedings of a structure located at 48190 Whiskey Lane. Mr. Ridgel,
So move.
first by Mr. Ridgel. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Wells. Would you call roll, please?
Mr. Joseph?
Yes.
Mr. Havis?
Yes.
Mr. Ridgel?
Yes.
Mr. Wells?
Yes.
Mr. Vial?
Yes.
Ms. Hyde?
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat?
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra?
Yes.
Mr. Ingraffia?
Yes.
All right, item passes 9-0. Item 17, resolution of Tangipahoa Parish Council President Government to approve, move forward with condemnation proceedings of a structure located at 42318 South Airport Road, Hammond. That's in my district. Would someone make that motion, please?
I so move.
It's Ms. Hyde. Is there a second?
Second.
Second was Ingraffia. Would you call roll, please?
Mr. Havis?
Yes.
Mr. Ridgel?
Yes.
Mr. Wells?
Yes.
Mr. Vial?
Yes.
Ms. Hyde?
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat?
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra?
Yes.
Mr. Ingraffia?
Yes.
Mr. Joseph?
Yes.
Item 18, we don't have to, no action on that one, as that one was taken care of and removed earlier by Mr. Miller. Item 19, Resolution 2521, a resolution of Tangipahoa Parish President Government to approve, move forward condemnation proceedings of a structure located at 44087 Stein Road, Hammond, Louisiana, and that's in District 6. Is there a motion?
I so move.
I'll second.
You got it? Okay. Just call roll, please.
Mr. Wells?
Yes.
Mr. Vial?
Yes.
Ms. Hyde?
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat? Mr. Sinagra.
Yes.
Mr. Graffia.
Yes.
Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Mr. Havis.
Yes.
Mr. Richtel.
Yes.
Okay, pass 9-0. Board appointment, Hammond Area Rec District 1, new appointment, Robert E. Williams Jr. to serve first term expiring June 2030, and that's Mr. Wells.
That's me, yeah. Mr. Chairman?
Yes, sir.
I just, first of all, I'd like to thank Mr. Robert E. Williams Sr. For serving 2 terms. And of course, his son is already active, working with the Recreation District, so he's a good candidate, so I'll make that motion.
All righty, is there a second? Second. Ms. Ciotat, would you call roll, please?
Mr. Vial.
Yes?
Ms. Hyde.
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat.
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra.
Yes.
Mr. Graffia.
Yes.
Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Mr. Havis.
Yes.
Mr. Richtel.
Yes.
Mr. Wells.
Yes.
Passes 9-0. Any beer, wine, liquor permits?
None.
Any councilman privileges? Okay, Ms. Hyde?
There will be a public meeting this Thursday afternoon from 6 to 8 at the Clausen, and this is, the Regional Planning Commission is working with the parish on a feasibility study looking at infrastructure around Highway 445 and the Fire Tower Road that's out east of the parish going into the St. Tammany line. So if anyone's interested in attending that, that will be this Thursday from 6 to 8.
Anyone else?
I got one, Mr. David.
Yes, sir.
We're talking about all the blighted property and all. I was in Kentwood the other day, and a couple came up to me and said they don't know who to thank, but I think they saw Quincy and the truck and all pulling out, and it's the cleanest their road has been in 30 years, and they wanted to thank the parish and all the guys on that crew that cleaned that road. So, guys, they noticed, so thank y'all.
Very good. I know they do a good job of that. Mr.
Yes.
Joseph.
Again, I want everybody to know that we lost a fellow councilman last week. So Harry Levine and Ms. Francis, if you're looking at this council meeting, I want you to know that I'm with you 100%. I was Ms. Francis for 3 or 4 days last week. I helped secure some flags for her and our boys. And I want Ms. Francis to know that if I can do anything to ease your pain, you know my phone number. The second thing is that on Friday of this week at 1:30, Vietnam Veterans of America, Chapter 1052, is honoring the Tangipahoa Parish only Medal of Honor winner, Mike Clausen. We're going to unveil his Congressional Medal of Honor and his uniform. And our guest speaker will be former governor, 2-time governor, John Bell Edwards, who's also a West Point graduate. The public is invited, 1:30, Friday, Clausen Building.
All right, anyone else? That being it, we have an executive session matter. I'll entertain a motion to go into executive session.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we go into executive session.
Mr. Wells, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Havis. Would you call roll, please?
Ms. Hyde.
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat.
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra.
Yes.
Mr. Graffia. Yes. Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Mr. Havis.
Yes.
Mr. Richtel. Mr. Wells.
Yes.
Mr. Vial.
Yes.
Channel 17, proudly serving the Florida parishes.
All right, I'll call the meeting back to order, and I need a motion to come out of executive session.
Chairman, I'll make that motion.
Mr. Wells, is there a second?
I'll second.
Second was Ms. Hyde. Would you call roll, please?
Ms. Ciotat.
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra.
Yes.
Mr. Graffia.
Yes.
Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Mr. Havis.
Yes.
Mr. Richtel. Mr. Wells.
Yes.
Mr. Vial.
Yes.
Ms. Hyde.
Yes.
All right, there is some action we will take coming out of the executive session, and I'll turn it over to council.
Thank you. In executive session, we discussed the potential settlement of the Cortez versus the Tangipahoa Parish case. This is challenging the adoption of the prior parish charter where propositions were not divided and voted on collectively. We've discussed a potential settlement that would resolve that lawsuit, but also protect the interests of the voters that voted before. So I've asked for authority from the council to enter into that settlement. The details of which we discussed in executive session.
Okay, is there a motion?
I'll make that.
I'm sorry, who was first, Hyde? And who was? Mr. Joseph. All right. Would you call the roll, please?
Mr. Sinagra.
No.
Mr. Graffia.
Yes.
Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Mr. Havis.
Yes.
Mr. Richtel.
Yes.
Mr. Wells.
Yes.
Mr. Vial.
Yes.
Ms. Hyde.
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat.
No.
Okay, motion passes 7-2. Yes, 7-2. All righty. There being no other agenda items, no other action needs to be taken. Motion to adjourn.
Chairman, I move that we adjourn.
Mr. Wells, any objections? Hearing no objections, meeting adjourned.